I'm glad to be here, Holly. I am because it's been kind of a rough week. I've been struggling a little bit this week with some of the extra noises, like some of the neighborhood stuff, still freaking me out a little bit. And yeah, and I'm just trying all those things we talked about, and like trying not to respond to that and trying to remember that it's here and not there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
The
still.
sound of it, it's still, you're thinking that you're back there.
I mean, like we were in the grocery store the other day, right?
Yeah.
And I heard this little kid. You know how parents put their little kid in the cart,
Mm-hmm.
right? Push him around the store.
Yeah.
Well, this kid was like banging. He had a toy and he was banging on the metal, and it sounded like just like the metal in the bars, the cages, when we were taken captive, me and the unit. And it was just for a second, I was there, like I was locked up. There was people. It was just I couldn't handle it. Like I ran. My wife found me 3 blocks down from the grocery store. I couldn't calm down. I was just sweating. Like I was there. I was just angry and upset and confused, and it took a while to get me back down, and like the car backfiring like a week ago after I left here, and it's just it's hard. Like this is so hard, and I thought I was doing so good.
Well, you're trying, which is great, and you're trying to do the coping strategies that we went over. And I am so sorry that I happened in the grocery store and to have to run away to get your wife to find you. What exactly helped you get down, to come back down?
I don't know. It was just
Maybe time?
time helped, and remembering, and like I had to go home, and I just had to sit in my living room, and I was under kind of a blanket, and just it took a while for me to feel safe again, to feel like I wasn't there again. And just the hardest part is that it's so all of a sudden, like 1 minute I'm here trying to live my life, and then the next minute somebody snaps their fingers, and I'm in a different spot. And it's just so real, and it's so hard and so stressful, and that feeling of like, oh fuck, I'm trapped again. I'm right back. Like you're right back in the middle of. It's just so. It's so overwhelming. It's gut wrenching, and I just.
Does it hurt you?
It's like panic volume 27. Like you turn the stereo all the way up, or you. I can't even describe it, but it's like waking up in a nightmare all of a sudden. Your worst fear comes true again, and you're trapped, and you're powerless, and you're I'm struggling. I'm gonna grab my coping stuff here, my tool.
What I would like to do is see how you are on the anxiety scale on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the worst, 1 being
like after those things, I was a 10. Right now, talking about it, I'm like a 4 or a 5. I know I'm okay now. I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to focus on that right now. So, and I know you keep it extra quiet in here for me so that there's no extra noises. And I know that you've got the same thing. You've got the blinds closed to avoid any sort of extra visuals. Yeah, these are all. You've been really, really respectful with me and working with that on cutting out that extra distraction stuff so that I could feel better about it. And I've got this, and it's my favorite little toy.
Kept it out for you. Yeah. Like, this will be good.
Yeah. So it helps me. This actually helps me feel better because I mean, just sort of feeling it, just sort of watching it helps me stay calm and focused.
Do you feel like you're in the here and now when you're feeling that? The little prickles on your
fingers? Yeah, the here and now is a good way to describe it. I'm feeling really like, you talked a lot about, what did you call it, mindfulness?
Mindfulness, yeah, and you feel grounded, you're in the present moment, and that's what I want to get out of this.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. It's really hard sometimes, but I'm doing what you told me and just little things, like paying attention to little things as reminders, so
Good.
you told me that when I play with this, if I can feel the prickles on my hands and if I can see them going up and down,
Yes.
that I must be here with you, right? So I've been trying really hard for that. That's why I'm so upset that I got taken by surprise, like it was so unexpected.
You didn't see it coming at all, and
No.
that's what makes it scary. And then you hear the noise, and then it brings you back there.
Yeah.
Yes. So being more mindful and trying to redirect yourself when you are feeling that high anxiety. Remember what I told you? Try to stick with the five senses. Right? What are you smelling in this moment? Like right now, what do you smell?
Well, I smell that lavender that you always have going, the relaxation stuff.
I'm glad you're smelling that.
So I smell that.
What about feel?
Well,
Besides the.
I feel this. Um, I can feel myself, like I can feel this underneath my arm. I can feel the squishiness of the couch cushion.
Good discretion, yes.
I can feel my feet in my shoe on the floor, and I can feel my clothes on my body if I pay attention to it,
And noises.
Well, I hear that. I hear that thing, that machine with the noise thing.
And the
that
white
you,
noise.
Yeah.
Just keep the privacy of the room, that's why.
I hear you.
Yes.
I hear this.
Uh-huh. It's a funny noise, huh?
Yeah, kind of like rain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it never rained in the desert, so I've come to really. That's one thing I've really come to appreciate since I come back. It starts to rain, and I can tell myself that everything's going to be okay because it doesn't rain in the desert.
No,
And
you're
so,
not there.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so every time it rains here, or every time somebody's got their sprinkler going, it's like a reminder that I'm here and not there.
That's good that you recognize it and that you are remembering that you're not there. You're not in Iraq. You're here. You're home.
Yeah.
Do you ever go outside by any chance when it's raining?
Outside is still kind of hard. And last week I didn't really go outside a lot after the whole grocery store thing. But I did open the windows
That's good.
and I listened, and
It has been raining a lot.
with the patio doors and stuff, I'm able to see out into the backyard. So I did watch and I did listen and I did appreciate the rain. I didn't really go out in it, but
Could you smell it a little
I
bit?
could.
Yeah, the smell. And it's good too when you're using your other sense, which I love, the taste, food, right?
Yeah, the food there, they have that thing now in our area. Have you ever heard of DoorDash?
Oh.
So DoorDash, like a lot of places don't deliver, so DoorDash is a place where you call and somebody goes and gets the food for you, kind of like a third-party delivery. So there's that really great Italian restaurant a few miles from here, and we were able to sort of have some Italian food, so that was good. Because food in the military is, have you ever eaten something out of a bag, like you add hot water to it?
I had someone test it. It was awful.
Yeah, it's definitely not gourmet cuisine. It's just kind of ready to eat.
Yes.
We don't care if you like it. You're going to eat it.
I had little gummies or gum that I was with it, and it's like, oh, to get rid of that taste. I'm like, oh no. Yes. But Italian food, what kind of was your favorite?
Oh, well, I'm a big tortellini guy. Like
Mm.
something about cheese and inside dough, inside sauce with extra cheese on it. So it was like tortellini and chicken, and it had spinach and tomatoes in it, and all the things that you can't really get. All fresh vegetables is just, I can't get enough of them. But, yeah.
Hearing you talk right now, John, I just want to point out, because we're more mindful and grounded right now, calmer than you did
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. I feel better.
So, using the exercises and the tools I've shown you, this can help in ways. It's tricky when you're feeling that high anxiety, but it's good when you have your children in life there to support you and
It's
so you can
definitely
be.
helped. It's definitely helped. It's these last couple things caught me by surprise,
Yes.
but it's definitely helped. Some of the working on these skills and working through stuff, and the keeping myself here piece has been really really important to me.
So you've been coming with me for a few sessions, and I told you in the last session that today was the day that. Remember how? So a year ago, we weren't here. Where were you?
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I was I was there.
And what holidays are you coming up soon?
Now you mean
Mm-hmm.
4th of July.
4th of July. Okay. And the 4th of July brings fireworks.
Fireworks.
And
That's gonna be hard.
mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard. I've been nervous about that, so I'm glad you're talking about it because I don't. It's hard for people to understand that.
Yes, absolutely. The sound.
Yeah,
What does the sound remind
it's just I'm afraid that because they sound like gunfire, that it's gonna be. It's, I just don't wanna. I don't want to freak out. Like I've been thinking about places I could go, like checking into a hotel or thinking of places that I can go to get away from it. But I've been feeling kind of trapped, to be honest, because I mean it's America's birthday, right? So I don't really think there's going to be anywhere I can go to get away from that, and I I'm scared.
you? I understand why you would be scared, and like you said, it sounds like a missile. It sounds like a gunfire.
Yeah,
It brings back bad memories.
yeah,
And feeling scared like that, but like you said, there's nowhere else to go. And you are facing the reality that you need to face this.
yeah,
Okay? And you're not alone. You're in a safe place.
yeah.
Okay?
I know that, and it's hard to feel. It's hard to ask for help, and it's hard to feel vulnerable, especially because it's the military way. Like I feel like I leave here and I'm on guard all the time. I'm so hyper vigilant. Like I have to portray that I'm okay, and I have to portray that I'm I'm this tough guy. That's what the military tells you. You're not allowed to be scared.
You train this way.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I'm a person underneath that.
Right. You have feelings,
Yeah,
and then hearing those noises, like being in the grocery store, that bang from the child, it brings you back there.
yeah. I don't want to be there anymore.
No,
I don't want to be there anymore. I'm just so surprised by all of that because, I'm home. I'm done.
no.
People keep saying thank you for the service, but sometimes it feels like the service never ends. And
It's tough for others to understand this because they haven't been in the situation that you have been
you don't know what it's like until you're out on a battlefield and you're crouched against some little lump in the sand and you're trying to get down as low as you can because you know that you could die. And I just, it's nothing I would ever. Uh, Joining the military was not a mistake, but
in.
this is the repercussion of what that is, And I don't want to treat my family bad, and I want to be there for my kids, and I don't want to be that guy who is broken, and I don't want to become that guy. Like I've seen my buddies and stuff, and like one, he's getting divorced now because all he does is drink. Like he doesn't. I don't want to be that guy.
And you're getting help today.
Yeah.
You are on the right path of helping yourself, helping your family because you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And I commend you for coming in today because you knew that today was going to be
it's a promise I made. You know, like before I left, I sat down with my wife and we had a conversation and we signed a little contract and said if I come back different, if I need help, even if I don't think it, I have to go. You know, and we talked about that and we talked about it and I just have to do it for my family. Yeah,
For yourself and for your family.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's do it. Let me be the brave soldier for a second and let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's start with just get some deep breaths out of the way, and that way when I am presenting the fireworks to you, that we're not forgetting how to do these deep breaths.
Okay.
And also at the same time, I want you to remember your senses, get mindful and grounded. Okay. So feeling the couch, you're feeling good, feeling safe. Okay. You're smelling the lavender. Yes. And you hear that white noise. Okay, good. Where are you?
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here in the office.
With me.
Yeah, with you. I'm listening to the sound of your voice. I'm concentrating on the couch and I'm concentrating on the smell and I'm concentrating on my toy. Yeah, but I'm feeling a little apprehensive. I can feel my anxiety, but I'm here. I'm here, and that's what's important. I'm here with you.
Good, good. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Take a breath in. Great breath out. How's your anxiety level now?
It's lower than it was a minute ago, but it's higher than it was before we started the activity because I know what's coming. But I'm holding it a check in the middle. I'm feeling kind of nauseous right here, but
It's recognize these feelings. That
yeah, but I'm
good.
I'm here. I'm here, and I keep saying that to myself, and I keep and I got to do this head on. So I'm here. And but how long are we going to do it for? Because I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm just afraid, you know. And
So what we're going to do is we'll have it on for about 8 seconds the most, and then I want to
I can
see
do 8
how
seconds.
I want to see how you're feeling after. I don't want to tell you that we're going to keep going and going. I just want to see how the first one goes.
Okay.
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 Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're welcome to lay down if you want, or just sit where you are right now.
I think I better stay where I am. Okay.
All right. Now, closing your eyes, the only thing I worry is that it might bring you back to get your eyes closed.
Yeah.
So you just keep the eyes open, just
Okay.
because you're remembering that you're here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I'm just going to look at this if that's okay.
That's totally
Okay.
fine. Because then you can see where your hands
Yeah,
are moving.
yeah.
Yes. You know
All right.
that it's true, it's real.
Mhm. Well, it wasn't very loud, so it wasn't. It was easier for me to say. It wasn't real. Um, I was good. It was. I could feel myself starting to get anxious, but before I got anxious, it was over, and I it I was okay with that. I was okay with it. I told myself, like my brain wanted to say, that I was somewhere else, that I was at the barracks, that there was gunfire in the distance. It wanted to, but I said no, it's all going to be over. Yeah, and I'm here and I'm back.
And you're listening it on your phone.
Yeah.
You don't have anything bad going on in your environment. You are home.
Can I watch it on the screen? Maybe that'll help if I watch it on the screen too. Do you think if I can see that it's not that? Okay.
I'm gonna put it a little bit louder.
Okay.
And I just want to say I love how you just said how you want to look at the screen. I think that's great. Give it a visual to it.
Are we still going to do 8 seconds, or are you going to do longer?
We'll do 8 seconds, just like because we're changing it up a little bit. It's
Okay.
going to be louder.
Okay. I'm here, right? I'm here.
Where's your anxiety at?
I'm surprised it's so high, but I think my anxiety has I don't want to say excitement, but I think it has I'm feeling a little bit braver, like it feels somehow just like I want to hear it to see how I feel. I think I'm ready to do it again.
Good.
I think I'm ready to do it again. Looking at the screen definitely helped. I tried to think of them as something nice. So I thought of them as like flowers, from the way that they looked. And I tried to not to focus on the bang. Like I tried to hear the bang, but not fall into it. So I tried not to not let it sweep me away. And by focusing on that, I tried hard to kind of stay here, and I was squeezing this, and I think I did okay with it. I think I did okay with it.
Absolutely. I could see you looking at it, and you just stayed in one spot. I mean, I didn't hear the breathing increase, and that's awesome. I like how you were looking at it and saying that it looked like flowers.
Yeah.
And that's me. I'm hearing a little positive in that. Because fireworks, because it's a celebration of America's birthday.
Yeah.
It's a big family event, and all the kids love it. And
I think the kids are asking me, Daddy, can we light fireworks this year? And Daddy, can we go see the fireworks this year? And that's super important to them, and I want to be able to be there for them, and I don't know how to be there in the middle of all of that without kind of being swept away. And like I would hate to go and say, you know, like, yeah, let's do it, and then not be able to. And I'm trying hard to be there, and I'm not sure how that's going to look like yet, but we still have a few weeks, so yeah.
Well, so let's try to actually put ourselves at the 4th of July and just let's think of a scenario where you are having the fireworks go off and you are having a memory come back and you have to redirect yourself.
Yeah.
Let's think of some things that you might be able to bring with you when you go to the 4th of July. I have plenty of those. You can take one of those with you.
I think that would be helpful.
Because feeling that might help you bring you back, okay, I'm here. Right? You could hold your children's hands, something to make you feel more grounded.
There's fireworks. There's fireworks that are at the field near my house, and we could always walk there, and maybe if I needed a break, I could walk home for a minute, or
that's a good
I don't know.
I like that. You just came up with a strategy. If you notice yourself, your anxiety getting high, especially if you're getting close to the fireworks time, you just go home. And like you mentioned before, one of your coping strategies is listening to music and painting.
I could bring music with me. That's what I could do. I could bring my headphones with me, and I could put on something where I could see the fireworks and I could be there with the kids.
Yes.
But but I don't have to hear them.
Right.
I think that I could do it. I think that might be what I'm gonna try to.
That would be good. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Bring some headphones.
Awesome.
Get some tunes. That would be great.
Awesome.
Yeah. The other thing I want to mention too is with fireworks, the smell. I think that might.
I don't know yet. I don't know. Do you have maybe something that we could work on plus this
Yes.
that will help me? I mean, I don't know if we can
I could have.
burn anything in here, but like,
We could do something outside. We do have an area where I bring clients out there to do meditation. We could have like a fire, have the smell of it, along with the video and the noise. If you're comfortable with those three
maybe we
elements.
could work on that. We could work towards
Next
that.
session.
Yeah, maybe we could work towards that. Okay, I think I'm ready to try that again. If you're
Okay.
ready to try that again, I think I'm ready.
So we agree you're okay with the picture and the
Yeah.
sound level.
Can fireworks are loud? Can we do one more of the same volume that we just did, and then maybe try to increase it again?
The time.
What? Well, what do you think is better for me? I mean, do we?
I'm okay with increasing the volume and just keeping it for 8 seconds.
Okay.
Go from there?
Okay.
Okay, cool. You're doing awesome, by the way. I mean,
Trying really hard.
Keep going with
Trying
this.
really
This is
hard.
Good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Okay. Right side. Okay. Take a while to load.
That was a tough one.
Yes.
That was a tough one.
Yeah,
that was a tough one. It sounded a lot like rifle fire. That da 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 da. It sounded like that. I'm feeling like a 6, but I'm also feeling the couch,
Yes.
and I'm feeling the plastic pieces here. I'm feeling the little nubs, and I'm hearing the noise, and I'm here with you, and I'm feeling your voice, and I'm here. It was hard. I saw pictures of rifles, and for a split second, I was back on, the Jeep with the rifle on the back of it, and we were going down the road. I was firing as we were moving along, but it was only for a split second, and I made my brain push it away. I made my brain say no, and kind of shove at it, and I squeezed this extra hard just so I could really feel it for a second, and it was okay. That one was hard.
Good. You did really good trying with this, okay? And I'm sorry that you're feeling a little bit with anxiety.
I think that I have to, right?
Yeah,
I think that,
pushing it.
yeah, I think that's important.
But I think it would be good too to go back to doing some deep breaths
Okay,
before we
okay.
continue.
All right, that makes sense. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's get back into the mindset, grounded, okay?
Yeah,
What are we smelling?
I smell fabric softener from my shirt. Still smelling the lavender.
Good. Do you hear any noises?
I hear the air system
Yes.
blowing through the vents.
Good. What are you feeling?
I feel with my hands, I feel the couch. I feel my leg. I feel the chair on my leg. And I feel the air from the air system blowing on me. And
Where are you?
I'm here in the office with you, at the clinic, in the United States, near my home, and I'm safe.
Exhale. Deep breath in.
Feeling good. My anxiety's down. 3.
Awesome.
Feeling good.
So
Yeah.
you said we're at 6.
Yeah.
And then going down to a 3.
The breathing helps, and remembering, and everything kind of, you making me name the things that I can feel and see and hear, and then breathing after that helps it sink in, because as I'm breathing, I'm concentrating on the things that I can smell, like and as I'm sitting there quietly, I'm really feeling the things that we talked about, and it's almost like you're calling my attention to it, and I can feel it, so that's good, and I can hear it, and that's good. And you asking me where I am is really important to me because it helps me understand, it helps me remember.
Bringing you back. Yeah, and you keep saying, I'm here, and that's great. That's awesome. And you're feeling everything, and oh, that's really good. Because when the fireworks are happening, and you are feeling the high anxiety, it's good, yes, we talked about having the music there handy, and if you need to take a walk home, you can take a walk home because it's very close by, which is great. But I also want you to try to stay mindful where you are. And yes, the smell might be a little bit tricky. We'll work on that one. But you might be able to smell other things like sausages, hot dogs. Do they ever have like carnival food there? It always smells good too, right? Yeah. Hearing children laugh.
Yeah.
There's noises, big noises. How
Maybe
you feeling?
maybe I could make a list or something. But maybe I could
Yes, I
put a
actually
piece of paper in my pocket.
have something
Oh,
exactly
do
for
you?
you. Yes.
Okay. What is it? Tell me.
So it's called Count to 10 Thoughts. So count when you're having the anxiety come about. It's a good strategy to count to 10 slowly. And with this, you can count to 10. But I have a list of 10 things that you can put on as coping strategies.
Okay.
Okay. So as you have the paper handy, whether you put it in your office, at home, anywhere, and you start counting, and you can also use, while you count all these numbers, you can use each one of those that you tag as a coping strategy. Does that make sense? So we already came up with a few. So you put music down, painting.
10 things I can think about the next time I use count to 10 as a coping skill. 10 things I can think about. I can think about. We have something to.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the folder is kind of thin.
Oh my. Stress.
Have you been sleeping?
Ish.
Off and on?
10 things I can think about the next time I use counting to 10 as a coping skill. I can think about my children. I can think about my wife. I can think about something I did here today. So if I can think about something I did like mow the lawn, I know I was here. I can think about my therapy sessions. I can think about.
And all the progress that you have been doing in these sessions are phenomenal. You gotta give yourself credit for that. You're working hard.
I can think about um, wanting to be stronger. So if I remember why I'm doing all of this and how much work I've done. Um, I can think about things I can sense. So, like things I see and things that I hear. So, the stuff that you're telling me, um, I can think about what I want to do next that's American. So, like, if I want to eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, I can eat a McDonald's cheeseburger because McDonald's is only here. There's no McDonald's there.
Yes.
I can
You have a smoothie with it too.
call somebody.
You have easy access to call, reach, and communicate with someone.
Call somebody. I can.
Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, I can. I can stretch and move. I can stretch and move because a lot of times over there I was cooped up and I was locked up, and if I can stretch and move,
Yeah,
I can
you're locked
remember
up.
that I'm free, that I'm.
Yes.
And,
Move around.
and I'm going to put this at the very bottom because it's not unimportant. It's just something that I can use as a last resort. As I grow, I can ask for help.
Yes, absolutely. Great. Thank you. That was great.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this with you.
There's one more thing. Let's see. I'm going to ask for help from somebody that I trust.
Do you have someone in mind that you
Well,
want
I'm
to
writing
trust?
down a few people.
Okay. Do you mind if I look at it?
No,
Okay.
like my family or you
Mhm.
or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, since we have a few minutes left, let's do more grounding, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Whoa. Somebody is heating up their lunch. I smell lemon and shrimp and
got a good nose.
pasta. Well, I enjoy food. Like I said, you eat out of a bag, you learn to appreciate it, you know? Like fresh seafood, just so delicious.
Yeah, lobster is my favorite.
I'm a shrimp and scallops and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a fresh seafood kind of guy, and I love the smell of lemon, and I could put lemon on everything, and I just think it's wonderful.
What are you hearing?
Well, I heard the door to the next office, and I heard somebody come in. They must have a lot of keys because I heard some keys.
Yeah, good ears.
Yeah,
You're really using your senses. I can
yeah,
tell. That's
well,
good.
you don't, and I'm not hearing anything dangerous, you know, like I'm not hearing any, yeah.
Good to recognize that you are not hearing any noises that are.
Yeah.
Feel.
Like with my body or inside,
Body first.
I feel calm. I feel, I have like a pit in my stomach a little bit, but I feel like that's sort of left over a little bit. It's not real active. And then outside, I still feel the air, and I feel like a little bit of sweat on my skin from when I was nervous. Um, I feel better than I did for having come here.
What's your anxiety level?
Oh, it's like a 2.
Awesome.
But my question is like, what happens if next week, and the next time until the next time I see you, something happens? Is there something I can do in the meantime? Like, what should I do?
Be mindful, grounded.
Mindful.
Just what we talked about right now. What are we smelling? Think, where am I? Maybe you're smelling McDonald's.
Maybe I'm smelling McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. What do you hear? Maybe you hear traffic. Maybe you hear the lawnmower.
Yeah, traffic. Traffic. I'll focus on traffic because in the desert there's no cars.
Oh, there's no cars.
There's only that those military jeeps and those military trucks have like a very big sound to them, a very diesely kind of. All you smell is like hot fumes and stuff, and I'll focus on like little noises, like grocery store noises. And part of the reason I felt so embarrassed is because like grocery store noises you don't hear out there. So why was I triggered by grocery store noises? But I'll try to focus on good stuff.
Exactly. If you're starting to hear those bangs or those slams that are bringing you back, redirect yourself and try to be grounded. What else am I hearing? What else am I smelling? What am I feeling? What am I tasting? Where am I is the next question.
Where am I?
Yes.
Where am I?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I?
Yep.
Here I am. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm present.
Yes.
I'm not. Maybe I should just carry a card that says you're not in Iraq. Maybe I could.
I have a friend that on his phone, on the back screen, he puts little messages to remind himself. He put a question like, where am I? So it reminds you, and for you to think, I'm home, or I'm in my car, or I'm outside.
Maybe I'll share that with my wife too, and say whenever she notices me being all upset or getting that way, she can just grab a hold of my hand and say, where are you right now? Tell me where you are right now. Tell me where you are right now.
That would be great to talk to her about that. Absolutely. I would like to actually have her join in on our sessions, if it's possible.
Well, I'm going to put your thing here. I think that would be great. So is there anything I should do? Like, I don't really think I should look at fireworks or anything, right? Are we going to do some more of that stuff next time?
We're going to do more of that next time, and I would like to incorporate the smell of fire.
Okay.
Because I feel that you were okay with the noises and the visual part. And I want to add the smell to it because you might be smelling, especially if you're really close to the fireworks. And I would like it if your wife could join in, because then we can speak to her as what she can do to help you and support you. Because it is really tough to have that high anxiety going on and for you to redirect yourself at times. It's understandable because if you're already there, it's hard to come back.
So it's important to have her as a resource, you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's a good idea.
And I believe they're coming up by your safety plan, so we'll do it then as well.
Yeah, I had mentioned the safety plan thing, and she was a little bit confused as to why I would need it because, I don't want to hurt myself or anything. So safety plans are. It's gonna. I think you should just talk to her because I couldn't really.
No, I
couldn't talk to her about it because I just didn't know what you thought was important.
I'd be happy to give feedback and answer any questions that she has about it.
Okay, well, she's texting me saying we've got to go pick up the kids, so I think we're just about out of time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
so I'll set you guys up for next Friday.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Holly.
much. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.